Hello, everyone. Welcome to the virtual living room. It is your girl, Lovey, coming with another fabulous recap of our favorite reality television series, Married at First Sight. We got the girl gang back together again. Belinda, April, Iva. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hey, whoop whoop.
Honey, I can't wait to get into this episode. Had me feeling like I was watching an episode of Def Comedy Jam, okay?
It
Yes.
was ridiculous.
The
Ridiculous is the
sheer
best word I can come
shafuggery and sheniggery that was going on.
Wait, April.
up.
April, did you say you needed a safe word watching this episode? What did you say? Is that what you said?
Girl,
Oh,
it was a hot mess.
I thought she said I needed a safe word watching this episode. I was about to say, me too, girl.
Girl, it
Like
was a hot
pineapples.
mess.
Please.
I
Only
almost couldn't watch. I almost was like, oh my God, is this for real? Some of the stuff that was coming out of this man's mouth, I was like, oh my God.
That's not a man, that is a boy.
that
That
is
is a
definitely
boy,
a boy,
Damon.
Damon.
But he has to
Knock, knock.
have a willing participant, and he does. So I'm just as mad at
Yes,
Paige
because she
as
is
I
with the
am him.
confuggery.
Ain't no poor Paige. Go get some counseling. Sound right.
Girl, that's what I
After
said. I feel not a lick of sorry for this girl.
Look, at the point I was feeling bad for her until she said that, well, God put us together. This was ordained. I said, well, I don't know what God
No, he didn't.
you praying to because that is some foolishness.
No.
What ordained? No, is that because remember his cousin did the wedding? Is he licensed? Is this
Right.
shit? Hey, maybe that's why he had the cousin do it. Come on, April.
Look,
Come on. I heard
that
you got
cousin can't even get his hairline together. So,
April. I heard you got a pot on the stove. Give us that tea. I
girl,
heard
the
you got a pot on
tea.
the stove.
Yes. So I definitely heard some tea on Chris and that he did an interview before, somebody who knows him, and he did an interview prior to coming on Married at First Sight, basically saying that he was just doing this just to get his businesses off the ground and to make money, basically.
Mm. So you didn't drag that little
Out
poor
there.
little greasy bad wig little girl through the mud
Oh.
because you want to get your little Subway franchise off, Jared.
Right. Right.
Oh.
And he
I'm
had
so
no
mad at you.
intention. He had no intention on doing right. He was trying to do this just for business purposes to make money.
How about the creepy daddy was on Paige's side?
Wait, the
Now that
whole
was wrong.
family was a little suspect because the mama was talking about, well,
Did he
how
have a
much did
drink?
you drink? Like
Did you
that don't
see
Girl,
have nothing
that?
to do with nothing. Okay. How much did
that
I drink?
enabling.
What that mean? Your
Drink.
son?
That ena-
See, because now my thing was I was so mad at her when she got back and she let him play that game with her about the guilt game. Oh, you talked to my parents. Your damn parents talked to me about sex the first damn time I met them. You
Right.
talked to me about sex
At
the
the
moment I
wedding.
met you. Your daddy
At the
all up in our sex
wedding.
life, so I felt like I could talk to them. Don't run that.
First
Oh,
of
you went and
all,
told on me like I'm a little boy. Boy, get the hell out of here.
first of
She was
all,
not mad at all.
when she rolls this beautiful bean footage back and see all the times that he talked about and see his whatever tape about, oh, dude, she's got to be fine and she's got to be this and she got to be. He sounded like he was making a damn Christmas wish list. He got on my damn nerves.
Right. Everything
Shoot.
he talked about was sex related the whole time. He
From
wasn't
day
even
one.
he said he had sex with her just to see if he was gonna get some attraction. Everything was
Dude.
about sex.
So then the mama go enable him, and then auntie or cousin, whoever in the cut, because they never put her name up. She just sitting there just to round
I
out the
think that was
three.
the auntie.
Round out the three.
Yeah, she was just to round out. Auntie over there in the corner talking about, well, what does that matter if he had a drink? So then Paige, and I don't blame you. She said, oh, well, if that was the case, what about this morning? Because I'm sure he was sober, Paige, wasn't he? Wasn't he?
Right.
Right. So
He was
I'm
using
not
her.
mad at her about talking about it because it was done classy. She didn't get hostile and say sex. She said we had a moment, which they
Right.
could go there. Because we all
I
accepted what that meant.
I actually feel like Paige was trying to be classy the whole time. She could have drugged him a couple of times, but she wasn't doing that. She was trying to stay classy with it. She didn't even really say sex, like you said. She just was saying
Right.
we had a moment. And even when she went back to him to talk about it, she was still trying to be nice. She was still trying to be like delicate of his feelings when he was acting a fool, crying, fake crying. 'Cause I ain't
Fake
seen not a one
Right.
tear.
Can we talk about the crying? Can we go? I mean, I'm all with dudes being in touch with their feelings. But can we
That
talk
was
about the
fake.
crying? Because
That
that was not well placed crying. That was I'm a little boy crying.
And I ain't seen not a near tear. He was
Girl,
just putting on for her.
you
And
see,
I was
but you
so
see,
disappointed at her because I'm just like, quit feeding into him. Where is your worth? Because I need you to really, really stop feeding into him. Like, if he cried, you jumping, talk to me, look at me. And after you said I'm ugly, you ain't got to look at me no more at all.
That
Right.
whole entire part.
am I ugly with
That
them
whole part, well,
braids?
don't make me let you, don't look at my ugly ass. Leave me alone.
Right. As soon as she came in with the braids and with the faux locks, then he kind of looking at her a certain
Trying to
way.
see if she looked any better. That's what
Say
it's
it
trying to
again,
do.
April. Say it again, April. I want to apologize because that was not me at
Right,
all.
that was not me, boy. That
What?
was your whole entire. That
It
was
wasn't.
you, your representative,
I'd have
your
been
cousin,
like,
and
I saw
them,
Be
you.
who you
everybody.
are, sir.
No,
Right.
no. His representative is the one that was apologizing to her. His realness, I'm just saying. But see, you think that you can go ahead and say your truth, but nobody else can say theirs because she should have read him the entire writing act right then. Be like,
And
oh, well, let me tell you my truth
you
because
know what?
this is
His
it.
immaturity, because I don't fault him for not being attracted to her. That is
Exactly.
what it is. But
Exactly.
his immaturity led him to one, sleep with her, which you shouldn't have done. If you're not
The
attracted to
book.
her, we have seen on this show many a times people not be attracted to the other person. He
Repulsed
should have
even.
been trying to say, you know what, let me see where this goes, and maybe some attraction will grow. But sleeping with her was not the answer.
How many times though? Not just once and not
Right. At least
so
twice.
Right. In the morning too. I didn't feel it that night. Let me see if I feel it in the morning.
And twice on Sunday.
Right.
so let me go here, Queen Bee. Check this out. Tongue click. Whole tongue click. How about he's trying to, well, my intentions were not to sleep with her. So are you trying to say that this girl thrusted her little shiny body upon you?
No, she didn't.
You
Is that what we
calling this girl
doing?
greasy so reminds me of me and Deanna. Because you remember Deanna, I was like, dang, she is forever greasy. But
They
yeah, I
twins.
don't know. I don't know. It bothers me so much. Like it hurt me to
Me
see
too.
how she gave in so much. Like that was hurtful. Like I'm just like, girl,
Give me
is it
I
really
think
kiss.
that
she wants him
serious?
to like her. And I predicted this too. I was like, you know what?
You
I don't think
did.
he's going to like her,
We
but she
said it.
wants the wedding so bad. She wants to be married so bad that she's going to go along with the foolery just to say that she's married. And even when they showed the previews of her saying we've been
Say it
sleeping together
again.
every day,
Oh,
that's
okay.
your
No.
that's your fault.
All right. That's right. That means they still
She
been
said we've
doing
been
it.
sleeping together every
Exactly.
day.
Cracking.
That's why I'm
Oh
Yes.
my
saying
word.
I have no sympathy for this
Oh,
child
None.
at all because your
None.
stupid ass still laying down with this fool. You only got your one time to tell me you are not attracted to me. Oh, okay. So
Okay, that's
that's
Boy,
fine.
gonna
don't
make
well,
worry about it,
me
sweetheart.
maybe
Don't
don't
worry about
worry
it,
about it, sweetheart. Maybe that's
sweetheart.
what she think her worth is. You right. She trying to make her work between her legs, and that's bad because what you
Right.
doing in the dark, turning for the back, because all he wants is that booty. So she's sitting up here like a fucking guy song right now. Piece of my love. She's on my nerves. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you know
Really,
what?
girl. Like really.
She,
Even if y'all crazy.
piece of my love, dumb bitch. Go ahead.
what he says.
You can't tell us that. Legend has it he say dumb bitch.
Right. I
No,
mean, now that's all I hear now when he
that's
said
all
it. I
I
can't hear
know.
nothing else.
Right.
Hey, I'm 40 something years old. I'm in the club. It still pops up. Everybody say, I mean, come
Like
on.
that's some 30 something years old.
Exactly. Still
That's
saying it
Saying
wrong.
bitch.
Right.
Yes.
You know
Don't
what?
even
right.
know. Right.
That's just
Even
like
if I
Key
was
Sweat. That's like Key Sweat song still saying Ayana.
uh-uh.
Oh,
Now see,
that
I
wasn't
never
me.
did that.
Me
That,
either.
Me
I
I
neither.
wasn't
never
there.
did that one.
Y'all
That
didn't
wasn't
say
me.
I want her. Y'all wasn't saying
Uh-uh.
No,
Ayana.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Uh-uh.
No,
We
ma'am.
didn't know
No,
her.
No,
We didn't
ma'am.
know
no.
her.
No.
No, no. I
It
knew
must
that
have
was
been on
I
your
want
block.
her.
You must have had Ayana on your
Right.
block.
I want that
Because see, I had the tape. I was going to say CD. So I read that it said
Okay.
I wanna.
Oh,
Actually, I thought it said I wanna. I didn't know it said I want her.
Even if it was called I want her, they wasn't saying I want her.
I wanna. Right.
So, wait. I was gonna say though, even if I had decided to stay, like to see the whole thing out, the 8 weeks out, I would not have been sleeping with him. Like kitchen would have been closed and nothing that. I mean, I'm going on a honeymoon, maybe have fun. Actually in Vegas, so but
First of all, go there. Why
yeah.
we in Vegas?
Because
Is it
it's still the
COVID?
panda.
Oh,
Because
that's
it's
right.
COVID,
It
so they
was
probably
still
was
the
limited on where they could
panda.
go.
I
And
got
you
that.
take
Vegas is
So you
open.
take us
Yeah.
to Fremont Street so we can zip line and catch the vid. Is that what we
Girl,
doing?
Vegas
That's
is
what
a
we
hot
doing.
mess.
That's what we doing.
Very
It is
much
so
a
I would
hot
have been
spot because
disappointed with
everybody's
Vegas.
going in the middle of the panda.
Right.
In the middle of the panda.
Girl, that's
But I
because
digress.
Vegas wide open.
So
Vegas,
wide open.
The mayor don't care.
he
Come
don't.
spend
He
this
want that
money.
money. He like his main source of income is them doggone casinos. And when they was closed, you know they was hurting.
Hmm
Oh yeah,
So
we started pumping all that recycled air in them nasty ass casinos.
I mean, I probably would have stuck out the 8 weeks just to see, or just to go along with the experiment. But I
Girl, I'd
definitely
have,
would.
yeah, kitchen clothes. I'd have bought me a little toy, and it would have been right on the side of his ass. Like, your bad.
I'm
I
good.
wouldn't be there. You're at home. Like this is where you're from. You're in Atlanta. You got friends. I would get what was the little girls from the Proud Family. I'll be gone
Gross
all the time with
sisters.
them. Yes, I'll be gone with the Gross sisters.
I forgot
And
about
ain't nobody
the
fooling up with you. I would be gone. I was like, okay, I'm gonna play this out
no.
for the show. Y'all would have to call me and be like, come home. The producers would be like, can you come home? We about to film.
That last season, you fool.
I'll be
I'm
Oh,
going
there.
to
that was like was that David who just didn't even move into the house? Was that his name? With
Oh,
the
what
girl?
was his
Zach.
name? Zach.
Zach.
That would be me.
Zach,
That'd be
that's who
me.
he was.
I'd be like, call
He's
me when y'all
highly
filming. I'll
attracted
be
to
here.
her. I ain't even moving in with her. So I mean,
Yeah.
and even though that was mean, I'd rather you do that than use me. Like that's messed up. You know, I'd rather
Straight
you
Bill
just be
Withers.
Y'all
like,
would have
I'm
been like,
not
I need a
interested.
do-over. Y'all owe me a do-over. Like,
Right.
okay,
I'd have been like, they
this
do it
whole
in
thing is
Australia.
void. Right. This
They
whole
do it in
thing is
Australia.
void.
Hey, y'all see what the next season is? The next season they going back to Boston. She
Mhm.
could get somebody in Boston. Jeff D got some brothers around there somewhere. They should be of age
His
now.
uncles. Remember, he tried to set his uncle up with somebody else.
For real. For real.
Who's somebody mama? Whose mama was that he was trying to set his uncle up with?
For real. Shanice is Shanice's friend or
Mhm.
somebody, wasn't it? They boosted
Yeah.
shit. But you know, I'd have
I
gone on the trip though. I think I'd have took my ass to
I
Vegas
think I
and
would have
kicked
went
it.
on the trip too.
Me
On the
too.
trip.
And-
Because
yeah.
we ain't got to sleep together. I would have went on the
Nope.
trip, had me a good old time on my
Yeah.
honeymoon.
Rooms
and
were, baby, the rooms had a whole living room. I'd have been out there chilling.
Yeah.
Don't bring
I
your
was-
ass out here.
They
I
got
was
Matter of fact,
sweet.
I
like,
would take the room and you go on the couch.
right. Has
How
anyone
about that?
stayed? Has anyone stayed at the Mandalay Bay before? I haven't.
Yeah, actually I stayed at the
I
hotel
was
part.
just there.
Yeah, I've been there.
I was
Was
just there.
was it as
Very
nice as
nice.
it looks? Because those suites
It's
were
nice.
hella nice.
It
Yeah,
was
they
very
nice.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. They got this
Mhm.
heated jacuzzi that's the size of a regular swimming pool. It was very nice.
Woo! Now see, I didn't see that part.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Paige.
Yeah.
Yeah. Po child. Okay.
Turn the page. Next
Right.
couple.
No,
I feel
hold
that.
on. Wait a minute. So one, Chris did not meet with her family.
Okay,
That.
I was wondering
Oh,
that.
he sure didn't.
I was wondering that, or did they not show it because they needed to show that specific thing where he was with his family, and they didn't have time. That was more important. We already saw him
'Cause why
talking
would they
crazy
not?
to the
I'm sure
Gross
they probably.
sisters last time.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they probably just didn't show it. Because why would they just say they meet with everybody's family but hers? They probably
Mm-hmm.
just
Morgan
didn't
ass
show
didn't
it.
stand her family up. That's what I'm hoping. That he didn't pull another, I'm having a fake ass panic attack.
Girl, they would have
I was
showed
And
about to
didn't
say.
go
that.
I was
meet
about to
them.
say.
They would have
First of
showed
all,
that.
they would have. But first of all, who else was mad at Paige at that time? But can y'all see she was done? So he goes down to get bacon, and 14 hours later, he comes back.
And then he gonna say he had a panic attack. He is such a liar. I don't even believe that he had no panic attack. I don't believe
I'm like,
that.
oh, you're such a typical
He had-
Atlanta asshole.
He had
Like,
a panic attack
oh.
because she was so ugly. How insulting is that?
Do you hear me? I would have been done. I'm not about to try to comfort you. I'd be like, man, fuck you, nigga. I'm gone.
Ooh.
And ain't no better way to say it. I have no better way
He's
to
like,
say
I
it.
thought about the
Other than that,
attraction and I just
We would have
couldn't
been
get
done.
past
Like, are
it.
you serious? I gotta
That
have a
Right.
fool,
panic attack because you so ugly. Are you
no,
kidding
that
That's
fool
what
me?
he
was
said too.
downstairs on the phone talking to his homies about how the booty work, how the mouth work, and then he saw some people in the lobby and got at them chicks. That's what took his ass so long because you still had a panic attack and what came up with no food. So now I'm still hungry. Is that what we doing? Because that's what I'm even more mad at. Because I'm hungry.
I was thinking about the same thing. You acting like, where you have your panic attack at? Was it in the restaurant? Because you couldn't bring that food back up?
Exactly.
Jesus.
Did you eat?
Mm-mm.
Yes,
He
I was
didn't
so
go. He didn't
distraught.
go down to
I
get
had,
no food. He ain't went to nobody's restaurant.
that's what
He
I
probably
said.
was
He
eating
went to
with
go.
that ex. Probably me with
Listen,
that ex
he
there in the
should
hotel.
have
Ooh.
he should have rode those wheels to the very end. He should have pulled a Steve from Australia.
Oh my God, no.
I'm not saying all the way to the end, but can you at least spend at least a week with me? Cause yeah, I'm
She was getting
aesthetically,
shallow for that.
I may not grab your attention as far as looks right off the bat, but my personality will more than likely make up for it. Just learn more about me. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
attracted to you. And at first I was in her corner. I was just like, okay. She was just like, all right, well, I'm about to go. And I was like, okay, yeah, stand up for yourself. But then I thought about it. I was like, no, they didn't play reels from upcoming episodes where
Mm-hmm.
you didn't continuously slept with this man. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Came out the
So
hotel
And,
room, I was done. When he got up and
and
walked away and you followed him, girl, if you don't get you some business,
Yeah, but
sit
I
your
feel
ass
like,
back down.
and that's the immaturity that I'm talking about because any real man, even if you know the attraction's not there, most adult mature men know and women attraction can grow, right?
mhm.
So I may not be attracted to her right now. I'm not going to tell her that to her face and to her people at the wedding, okay? Why am
say
I
it
going to say
again,
that?
April. Say
And
it
then
again, April. He lucky that the girl sisters didn't mollywop his ass at that reception.
right. Why am I going to say that to her people and to her on the wedding day, right? And then he could have kept that to himself to see, let me see if the attraction grows. And why am I going to tell you that I slept with you just to see if the attraction grows and it didn't? Oh my God. I couldn't believe he said
Twice.
that. I couldn't
Twice.
believe he said it.
So
Yeah.
you didn't even like her with beer goggle sex? So then you woke up in the next morning and had regular before I get in the shower booty, and you didn't even like that. And I'm pretty
And you going to tell
sure,
her to her face.
and you told her, but then you didn't want him to tell his daddy because now you got clamped. Your daddy clamped you, so now you mad. Why would you do that? Why? And anyone should know. Oh, then you came with the little fake ass protest, trying to be you. You went back to your pastor roots. Though everyone knows that the husband comes first. You have friends. You need to get
Girl,
rid of. I come
you gotta
first,
get out of here with anything about the Lord because you acting like Satan himself right now.
girl. Straight
But he
derivative.
flipped it on her and she fell for it. He flipped it. And
Yeah, I
you,
was
The
so
how many
whole
times has
this
somebody
banana.
been in that situation where they try to be like, oh no, you're wrong
right.
because
I
you
was
did this?
you
No,
making
we're
this
dealing with
about
you right now, boo.
yourself.
Right.
Girl, I almost
He
broke my
Everything
flipped it
that's
on
TV.
her.
everything that's coming out of your mouth is about you. You're not even taking her feelings into consideration. Well, why did you? Well, I you shouldn't have said anything. I can't believe, boy, if you don't shut your damn
I'm
mouth,
so
shut
glad I
up.
was
Right.
wearing
And she
house shoes
wasn't
while I
saying
watched
nothing.
it because I showed through my shoe at the. I was like, damn, I'm about, Chris is gonna owe me a TV by the time this season is over.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
I don't like the way he was then flipping it, right? He flipped it to make it seem like it was her fault. Seemed like
Manipulative.
she was trying to apologize. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what the
It's
heck?
just how weak she is. I cannot believe she was getting ready to do that.
And then what about the part when he gonna then say, well, I just want us to have a fresh start and I just want to see you glowing. And she was smiling and giggling. I just want to see you. I'm like, what?
You see, he
Like,
had
am
to
I
pull her
ugly
to
to
kiss
you
him
or
now,
not? What's the problem?
You
I'm
know
so
what
and
that
that's what
confused.
is,
I'm saying.
April. You know what that
What?
is.
That is some
What?
He
domestic
got that.
violence. That's what
No,
that
no,
is.
no. You know what
Emotional
got her
abuse.
smiling and stuff. He got that good D.
Hey, I was gonna say the same thing. He must got some powerful shit. And so you over here dirt diggling her ass. So then she must be whack. Because I've been and worked some magic on that nigga ass too and kept him on pushing and been like, I'm good. I'd have pulled a straight feature on him. I'm good, left. Enjoy. And kept it all the way pushing on him. He wouldn't have seen shit. He'd only heard it in the
Just wasn't
bathroom.
getting any at all at first. And now the first person that gave her some, you in it.
And right, and this fool gonna
So
talk about he waited he refrained for how many days? 3 days.
3. Well, he would have resumed
Pure.
fucking with
It
me.
could be pure for her.
He'd have resumed fucking with me because he'd have been on his own, on my own. Him and his hand tonight. Shit, I would not have been messing with him.
Bring out Patty. Oh my God.
Yes, or Pink. It's just you and your hand tonight. That's it. That's it. I'm telling you, I would have. They make my pressure rise. The scenes for next week though is what made me mad because this is the next couple days because that's what she about to tell Brianna. He got the bomb dropped on him.
The baby.
Yes, I'm finishing this trip and we out of here. I'm not I'm out of here. Like you said, where the girl sisters at? Sorry, Married at First Sight. We about to use this budget.
And then she gonna be acting like she confused. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. He don't like you. He said you was like,
you got a baby on the way.
Baby.
Bitch, that was your get out of jail free card.
Right. That part.
That was your get out of jail. And here we go again. Peace of my
I'm not
love.
gonna be your doormat.
Well, apparently she's fine with being a doormat because God ordained it.
Oh Jesus.
That's what I was.
The producers put this together.
Mm-hmm.
Why does she keep saying that? Why does she keep saying, I just need to see why we were matched and why God ordained us to be together? Ooh, that wasn't God.
What God is that?
Yeah, that's Beelzebub himself. Yeah, no. She boosie. And she on my nerves because maybe it would have been ordained correctly if he'd have been there for the right reasons. But he had ill intentions the whole time. So I kind of wish that he would have gotten a baddie. Because if he'd have gotten a baddie, then he might be stuck.
So hold on. Okay, so this might be a cool little segue now because the way that he was giving his analysis on the couples. I was for you, but I had a feeling he was probably having his eye on Brianna and was like, well, how come I wasn't matched with her?
Because he said, I wouldn't have seen her with Vincent.
He said it was a lot of switching. No, he did. No, he said he could see they had the same vibe. He did say that. But I think that he probably did.
Yeah.
He said they had the same vibe. He was like, he get that. But I think he was disappointed. Like, why didn't they give me somebody that looked more like her?
She would not have been playing. She would have been playing with his foolery.
Oh, no.
No. I don't think he wanted her in particular, but I think he was like, it was another cute girl. Why didn't I get the cute girl? And I think even with I think he also was pertaining to the other couples. Like, I don't know how they matched them together. When he started looking at everybody else, he probably was like, okay, what are they doing?
Because he said, she looked like a wholesome chick. Oh my gosh. He said, Haley looks like a wholesome chick. How does she get stuck with Jake? I mean, not that Jake is a bad dude. I'm just saying.
Right.
What are you saying, my dude?
He was saying bad stuff about everybody.
He's saying exactly what we've been saying about Jacob. Okay, let's go ahead and go to them. Steak and
eggs. Please, let's go to them because I am so mad. I'm like, why? Who picked him? Who picked him?
Okay, something's wrong with him.
That we have
Henry part 2.
Right, but I had to say
Henry was better.
At least halfway normal.
Look, Jake was getting him some kisses at the end. Jake was getting him some kisses, and so she must be coming around. I seen them in bed, and she was kissing him.
To do. She like, oh well, I'm here. I ain't got nothing else to do. But if he tell people about the house,
I was like, wait a minute.
Y'all see the brother? When he started talking about the house again, the brother was looking straight, like if he mentioned his house, over stabbing with a fork.
He was. Wait, Lovey. That's exactly how he was looking.
Yes.
The mama too. The mama was just like,
not again,
been
Jesus.
here before.
Right.
They was all looking confused. But let me tell you something about it. I was mad at Jake. I'm like, where did Jake come from? With all his age jokes and his steak and eggs and all that.
And the fanny packs.
Girl, the fanny pack, everything. At the end of the night, look, she must be looking like, well, this is what I got. Because she sure was reaching over to give him some kisses. I said, okay, come on now, Jake.
Wait, April.
She like, I might as well. I got nothing else to do.
Can we laugh about how when she was talking to him and she came back, Haley came back or whatever, she said, so I've learned a lot about my husband. Because they kept showing him talking and cutting and cutting and cutting. He was hella talking. She said, so I've learned a lot about my husband.
Right.
So his
Think
ass won't
about her
stop
because
talking.
he's too busy talking about himself.
I
The
think
Uh,
whole
he's
time.
nervous and nerdy. I truly think he's nervous and nerdy.
No,
I
that's him.
agree.
That is him.
Yeah.
no,
I'm not giving him nervous anymore. That is
that
him. His
isn't
friends warned him. They
Oh,
know
he
him.
on the spectrum a little bit. He on the spectrum a little
Yeah.
bit.
right.
He is.
That
He
But
is.
I
is
do
an
feel like he's
undiagnosed
nervous.
person.
And I
Okay.
and I feel like it was something in him that she was starting to see by ending. And unless she just like, look, I've been on a 7-year drought, so let me just go for it.
Since we married, may as well. But as we see later in the season, he gets a little vocal because he tells her, "What's up with you? Like you act like you've been dating somebody else this whole time."
Mm.
He gets a little
So
vocal.
she
I was
probably
like,
pulled a Belinda and been out. She ain't been home. That's right.
She waiting on the call from the producers.
Right.
Right.
Y'all call me when y'all ready. All right. I'll be here when y'all ready.
She said she
mm.
ain't got time for Gonzo.
Gonzo the Great.
Girl, I
And his
bet you she gonna give
foolishness.
Jacob a little bit.
She
Yeah, I
probably
think
gonna
she
look,
gonna
she
give
gonna
Jacob
try
some.
like Chris to see if it works. Maybe
Oh
I
my
get
At least
god.
attracted
you
to him
ain't
if I
gotta
give him
tell her.
some.
That's the thing though. That's the problem I have with Chris though. If that's what you're thinking in your mind, don't say that to the girl's face like that. That was the rude part. Like even if you're trying to fill it out, because we got to remember Jamie Otis. We got to remember that situation. Like she
Woo,
did not like him, and
at
but I don't.
all.
Even on her body language was showing it. She wasn't saying you're just so
Hmm.
ugly in his face. It was like
Didn't she?
give him
No.
some kind of. She didn't say it. She was acting kind of like stay away from me.
When he was
But
trying to give her a kiss and stuff, she was like,
yeah,
she was giving him the
she
Heisman.
didn't say like you're ugly. I'm trying to figure it out. Like Chris, like that's
You
just mean.
show
Like you don't
is
do that.
ugly.
But at
Right.
least but at least she had the sense enough to stick it out.
Right.
But
And
that's
look where they
women
are
though. We try
now.
to make it work.
She
Yeah.
hosting everything.
With
She
that
got a new
blue
she got
dress,
a
but
new
she
she got a
looked
new I was
washed
about to say she got a
out.
new dress on this season
She
though.
got another blue dress.
But she
It's
looked
Yeah,
looking
it's
washed
like
blue.
she
out.
comes from where she come from is what she looking like. It's coming on out.
Oh,
I didn't even know they was on baby number
GPT.
3. She said they on baby number 3.
Was she pregnant again?
I think so because when she was talking at the little the little show that they do beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
she was saying how, sometimes compatibility, people don't like each other up front. She was like, look at me. And now I'm on baby number 3.
Oh.
Wow. Because I know they had one
Mhm.
pass, remember?
Well,
And
Yeah.
then
wait a minute.
and then they just had another one. But
Yeah.
she just so that means somebody didn't wait they 6 weeks because that baby ain't even a year yet.
Right. I don't know if she's pregnant. Yeah, well, she got to be
Yeah.
pregnant. She ain't had the baby
Well,
yet.
Jamie has
She
always
said baby
had
number 3, so she might be pregnant
she
again.
I don't think so. Cause
You
I'm
don't
not
think
finding
so?
I'm looking it up now and I'm not finding anything. But she's always had baby fever because she worked
Yeah.
in the NICU.
Yeah.
So,
She
that's
did.
that's been,
Unless she was saying
jumping.
And
that
I'm
she had,
not
she had a bad childhood, unless she's counting the
mhm.
baby that they lost.
that's what I was gonna say. Maybe she's counting that because she said now we're on
Mm-hmm.
baby number 3. So maybe she's talking about the baby that they lost.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Wow.
know.
Ooh,
Well,
Well, can we
Lord.
talk about the Lush?
Oh, ah! Hey,
Girl, the Lush that need to be in AA.
I got a bet going
AA.
at the off, and he don't know how to tell her. He don't know how to tell her. He
AA.
want to tell her so, but he joking it off, and she ain't never been to Vegas, and you going with your daddy. She about to lose her mind. He about to leave her
Girl,
ass
First
in the
night if they could
casino.
have. She
That's what
would have
I
went
need
out
to
that
be at an
first night.
AA meeting.
I told y'all. She
was
about to
she
be like one of them Stepford wives, and she gonna be drunk. I told y'all.
was she left Atlanta? Hold on, let me get the bottle.
Yeah, Lush. Girl, grab the
And you
bottle on the
saw
way to
his
the
face like
airport.
he wanted to be like, oh God, please don't
You
get
should have seen
drunk
when
and
they first
embarrass
got
me
to
at
the
this airport.
hotel.
And
He ready to go to sleep.
she looking for the
Mm-hmm.
mini bar,
The
Mm-hmm.
mini
and
bar. The first you
and
ain't even set your stuff down
And he was like,
good
Right.
can we look
enough.
at the room? Yeah, he was
And
like,
he
can we
was
look
trying
at
to
the room?
laugh it off. Like, you want to drink now? Like, I'm tired. You want to drink now?
right.
Ha, ha, ha. It
And he
ain't
was like,
funny.
at least
Too
some
much drinking.
champagne. And he was like, okay, I'll do that. She was like, we'll start with that. He was like, no, that's all. She was like, all? We're in Vegas. Don't you want to drink? I told you, I was like, this is not,
Girl, I
mm-mm,
think you're right. He gonna be
mm.
done with her in this drink. Like real
Mm-hmm.
quick. We just on the
Mhm.
first day on the honeymoon and he already getting irritated at her.
Yep.
Mhm.
And she was probably drunk on the plane because, like y'all said, she grabbed that unopened bottle. I felt her though.
Mhm.
You don't leave no bottle unopened. Oh.
You know what though? I
Free
really
bottle
feel
too.
like I feel like they rushed this season with trying to get people matched because maybe of the pandemic and everything.
Mm.
I really do because I feel like she was talking about she 50-50 with having kids. No, 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 boo boo.
Why did y'all
Don't
match?
match me with
Exactly.
nobody. Don't match me with nobody like
Exactly.
that. If I'm definite and I want to have kids, like
And that's a deal
no,
breaker.
that's not cool. That's a deal breaker.
Did you
And
see
she's
Granny
acting
and the
like,
mama?
oh, I'm
Look at her.
50-50.
No, that was a family friend.
Mm-mm, that was Gang Gang. Did you see how they looked?
Right. And
D-
wait, that his mama was like, please tell me you want kids
Girl,
like today.
She was like, "Please, I
bougie
want
little girl.
grandbabies."
Right.
I thought
And,
about you, Belinda. I was like, "She gonna be in that kitchen eating them, cooking and eating them muffins."
and I don't even feel like she's 50-50 by the way. By her gestures and her mannerism, she more like a
She's
a
still
I'm
deal
with you,
breaker.
April.
young. She's still young. You 26. You still finding yourself. You ain't even smelt yourself yet.
Correct.
Pretty
But
girl. She ain't
in
trying to
this
have no
day and
baby.
age, you got about 3 years, honey. You need to start thinking about it, whether or not.
And
You
I
about
feel
to
like
be
even if you
30.
don't want to have them, you usually know in your mind whether you want to have kids or not. Even if you don't want to have them right now, it's more like I want to have kids, but just not right now.
And
That's
she
different than
and
saying
what she tell him, April, I told her no time soon, like no time soon. I said, oh
right.
shit.
And it's kind of 50-50 if I even want to have them. Oh no. That's a deal breaker. No.
But at
I
least he
want
told her that I want kids. That's
yeah.
non-negotiable.
Well,
And
And
that's
see,
you
the
they
know
shouldn't even
expert's
match
fault,
them together. That you
that
should
right?
match
is the
somebody
expert's
with
fault.
who
It's an
doesn't want to have
expert's fault.
children.
It
Mhm.
is.
It's so much stuff to her. I'm just like, how did y'all do this? It doesn't seem like y'all did very good background checks to
Mm-mm.
find out what the heck was going on with these folks. Like, I don't
Mm-mm.
know.
Especially with
This is
that
some
Chris.
old
Uh,
bootleg stuff.
We said that this season. What we said was that the first episode or last episode that we was like, I think
Just
I said what
rushed.
You
I
did.
did.
You said it, Ivy. You was just like, we
Yeah,
just came off a great season.
Where they took
yes.
their time to match people like Jacob. Come on now, they shouldn't have been matching him with nobody right now. Like
At
he need to
all.
get himself together. Chris, get yourself together.
He even
Who's
if
the
he might have
slush
slipped through the crack, maybe he might have slipped through the crack. But the lush, but don't put her with her daddy.
with him? Like pick somebody else who don't
Rush
want to have
on there at
children.
all. She's the one girl that I feel like definitely should not be there because I'm just
I
like,
feel you.
really, like, this is not a good representation of Atlanta. To me, Atlanta is a single city. You know what I mean? It's a lot of single people
Mm,
here. I was very disappointed in their picks. I'm like, so was it
mm.
nobody wants to be married here? So we just all good? Because that ain't what I know from people I know. So
Yeah,
I'm just
Why
like completely disappointed with the whole thing.
and
why
they
they didn't
pick
put
people who
Clara
just
with
got out of
Eric?
relationships.
Oh
Like
my God.
they get people who just was engaged. Like why would you pick somebody who just got out of a relationship 3 months ago? That doesn't even
Why
make sense.
why they didn't put Clara with Eric, maybe? Since she wanna be married so bad and he wanna be married so bad. She parties, but she don't party that much. And
Because that wouldn't have made for good TV.
Eric wanna do it. He can't wait to do it. He keeps saying, my young hot wife is smoking.
Yes.
She's hot.
Yes.
That's the only thing that's keeping him is that
Yep.
he's so attracted to her. He's
Yep.
so
Oh, that
attracted to her, and
novelty is
she's
gonna
very
wear off.
affectionate.
It's gonna
Yep.
wear
She's
off
very
quickly.
affectionate. So as soon as he gets some from her, a couple of times, then he's gonna start getting even more irritated about that drinking and
Yep.
partying.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm. That's
Because right
sad.
now he dealing with it because he want to get a
Cause
little
he
bit
wants
closer.
some. I'm with you, April. Because they boosting.
Okay. Do you have an appreciation for Eric being upfront and speaking on his marriage to her parents or her dad?
I think
Yep.
so.
Yep. But that's getting to me like Jacob's house. Like, stop dragging. It's enough. Like, calm down. I don't want to hear this every conversation.
It
Can we?
was
Can
very
we?
much
Can
of a
that be enough?
marriage.
It
It
wasn't
seemed
even
like
that
to
Right.
me
was
it was
some kind of
right.
arranged
We signed the
situation.
paper, and like it's nothing to tell. I wonder were they hyping it up to say that you know what I mean? Because this is the first time they ever really had somebody keep pushing that they were married before. So maybe we trying to,
Oh
go down
yeah,
that path. So now we're
like
gonna keep pushing that. Okay,
saying that
now
we
we
do take
starting to get
divorced people
divorces.
now. Yeah,
Right,
you
we do
right.
take
You
divorced
right.
people, so let's put
Mm-hmm.
that out there.
You
And I
right.
said it last week. That marriage was solely based on one of two things: the military benefits, or you trying to keep somebody here in the country. And we see that it was for the benefits.
Well, she's married again already anyway.
Yeah.
What she doing? He has no contact. He don't know what she doing. He's like, she
At
married
all.
again. I don't know if she got kids, nothing. I don't know.
But he said, I think she's married already again anyway.
I
Okay,
can't.
well, who who
I
ready
can't.
who ready to talk about
Care.
Jadena?
She didn't care. His parents didn't care.
Who?
Right.
Jadena?
Yes, Jadena.
Ah!
No,
I'm a classic man. You can be mean when you look this clean. I'm a classic man.
wait a minute. Let's talk about his parents. Them was not the same parents.
You talking about the black parents?
Yeah, y'all ready to talk about Jadena? Yes.
Same parents.
Hey, that's that
We talk
same that's
about
that same
Ryan with
brother
that
though.
crazy hair.
That's that same
Okay.
brother.
The brother
I'm a
cute.
classic man.
But yeah,
Yes,
the
So
that
parents
brother
mad that
cute.
he does look
No, he
like
doesn't. Jadena look way better than him.
which
Because
I
version?
Ryan
know.
with that beard is looking terrible.
Trying to stop with the hair. Like we got to shave it out. That hair bothers me.
Me too.
That brother was cute though.
He sure is. I
It's a
like that
normal
I
brother.
swear now,
looking,
those parents is
normal.
both black.
Yeah, they
Those
both
parents
black.
are
But they
both
don't look
black.
like the same parents. I'm not the same
Yeah,
parents.
the
Well,
mom had her
because
hair
the
pulled
mama had
back.
her hair in
That's
a
what it
ponytail.
was.
Yeah, the mama had her hair in a ponytail. Now she didn't have it all out. She didn't have her twist out. That's the only thing that was different.
Hmm.
Parents look different. I'm
What?
like,
How
His
Man,
much
parents is
different?
black. I don't know where he came
no,
from.
their parents. Yeah.
No, he
Well,
looked just like his dad.
he does. He does. He looks like, and the brother look just like him. They mix. They look mixy too. It's that hair. If the brother he
Yeah,
let his
slick
hair
back. It's
grow
that
out,
slick back.
a
I
pimp
think he
named
got
Slickback.
a process or something.
Really?
He
I
got
was
a
like, is he
conk. He got
processing
a process to conk or
He
something.
got a
Like
conk. He
it?
got a conk. Or maybe the brother, because the brother looked like he has nice gray hair too. It's kind
got
of
an S
curly.
curl.
Maybe if he pulled it back and put the water on it in the mousse, his shit would probably slick back like Jadena's.
It probably
I'm,
will, but he looked more
Man, Jadena
ethnic.
don't want no part of this.
So we're gonna talk about Clara and her disbelief in religious beliefs.
ooh, with two ministers.
Look, I don't know how that's gonna go over because them parents was not playing. They was the whole hands at the table in the public. We ain't playing with this
Mhm.
And
prayer.
she's
Two
sitting up there.
black ministers. Two black ministers.
So we ain't
Yes.
Little
playing with
white
this
girl,
prayer.
here you
These
come
kids is
with your
gonna be at
foolishness.
church. We're gonna be at Easter Sunday. We're gonna be
Mhm.
at missionary meeting. We're gonna
Yep,
be at
She
choir
did.
rehearsal, and we're gonna be at everything.
yep.
You
Missionary
and your
Baptist Church, a
and your
whole my
white
mule
self,
incorporated.
girl. You're gonna be right here in this black church with your white self.
Which and wait though, did y'all peep out of Mama? Maybe I just took it like that because I'm messy. I I've prayed for my son's wives. I just pray, that
You
they.
just say that they would be black. I thought it was gonna come out.
I was waiting. I was waiting for it to April. And she said, I just pray
Me
that
too.
that that they love them. I said, ooh. I said,
Ooh, that
Pastor.
she knows she wanted to say
Pastor.
black.
Yes, I said, Pastor. It almost came out because I know what you was about to say, ma'am.
I know what she was about to say. I was waiting. It was on the tip of her tongue.
It
And
was.
then
That's why
she
she had to
just said,
stop, April.
you couldn't
That
say
they
it.
that they love my sons. That's all I asked for. Yeah, okay.
Right.
No, okay.
That ain't what you was praying for.
At all.
Look, I was looking like, I see you, girl. I know what you was praying
I caught that, Pastor. I caught what you
She
was putting
see her
down.
son haircut. She knew he wasn't about to be with no black girl. She
Oh,
knew
we
that.
already know he is
for. We
not
know that,
built
but she was
for
praying.
for a black woman.
Belinda, she was praying for
She
what she was
was.
hoping
That a
God was
black
going
girl
to
will understand his haircut. Well,
know, but that she was going to get him a black
I'm
girl.
not doing
She was
this with you
praying.
tonight. I'm
Right.
not.
mm,
You don't think
mm.
a black woman would understand that he's a classic man?
No, he's not built for a black woman. He's not. I'm sorry.
Girl,
Mm-mm.
a black
Or
woman would have
tough.
been like, "Listen here, sweetie, what's
So,
what you got
boo,
going on in that hair on
we're
that
gonna
head
throw some water in it. If I throw some water on you, is that gonna curl up?
with
What's
that
that?
little with that cut?"
What's that
Well,
extra hard?
With that
Like you
what,
said,
part.
they got barbers here in Vegas that'll come to
He
the
need,
room.
uh,
Can we
mm-mm.
call downstairs and find out where the barbershop is?
He need to put
Right.
his name. Whoever barber gave him that, they need to put their name on that because that is the Ryan. That's
A
his.
white
well,
person gave him that. A white
what,
barber gave him that.
what
Supercuts
I
gave
need,
him that.
what I need Claire to understand, sweetie, since you have such a love relationship with Black men, with their parents, typically a Black mother, they go to church, okay? They believe in the word. So you want to be with a Black man,
Excuse me.
that comes along with the territory. So
She
either you're
trying to
going to have
revolt
to step
against
up to
that.
the plate or you need to go ahead and bounce. Cause
He
ain't
Especially in the
not,
no,
South.
but he shook his head. Did y'all see that when she was like, "Is it going to be a problem?" And and he was looking like my family go to church.
Yeah. It should,
And he
but
said, "That's how I want to raise my kids."
exactly. I don't want my kids to be forced like that because I was. That fool said I went for a year. I passed out. I had to pause when she said that. I went for a
Girl,
year,
and
and
she
then
said
I
she was in seminary school.
no, she
yeah,
had to go.
she did.
I went. I lasted 1 year. I've had my fill. I didn't want to be forced, and I don't want my kids to be forced. Well, then why is you trying to marry a Black man in Atlanta, in the South? The
Find
SOUF.
someone. But once again, y'all didn't match them well. Because there's a lot of church.
Exactly.
Oh,
Everybody ain't knocking
That's
down the
a
church
big
door every
thing.
Sunday.
religion
And
and kids are and
religion's a
Hmm.
big
attraction.
thing.
Yes, being liking her beauty and not just her booty. Those are all things that are huge. And I think that they have dropped the ball this season.
I do too. I think they was rushing because the last season went so long. I really feel like they was rushing to put something together.
Really? Went so long? I don't think it was long enough.
No, I'm talking about the quarantine with
Lost
Miles
during
and Karen and
quarantine
all
and they
them. They
were
went
there. Yeah, they
way
did have a
longer
longer time than
season.
everybody
It
else.
Oh,
was.
yeah, okay, okay. In that aspect, yes.
That's in that aspect, it went longer than they anticipated. So I feel like that pushed everything out. And I feel like they was trying to rush to
Yeah,
get couples together. And
I
they just
agree.
went on with any old thing because
Yeah,
only
I
person
agree.
I feel like they really got it right was with Vincent and Brianna. They really liked each other.
Okay, so
So
let's go
let's talk
ahead and
about
go with
them.
them.
Can we talk about, do we think that he has a fiery temper?
Yeah, he got something.
Need it
Probably
though.
has a
Mm,
little
I think she's gonna
something.
might.
need it. I think they're gonna be all right, but she's gonna need it because all that bossy, bossy, bossy. I
Yeah.
already knew that was not gonna be an issue for him. He probably brushed that right on off. Like,
But
yeah, I ain't
yeah, he
having it, so
seems
she'll be
pretty
all right.
even keel, but he seems like the
Mhm.
kind of guy, and I think we said this before, when you push him too far, then I'm gonna have to let you have it. But I feel like he gonna go a minute before he gets like really upset. Because he even was like, I don't get, I think the way his sister was saying, you interact with your siblings different than your mate. And so, he might go off on his sister if she's saying something or trying to press buttons that he may not do to his wife necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
He may have a little bit more patience. So I don't know. I think he'll be okay.
Was that the granny at the brunch or was that his mom?
His
His sister.
sister.
And then who was
Hmm.
the
It
other
was a
one next to
cousin, a
her?
sister. I
The
don't
older
remember an
lady.
older
I don't
lady.
think it was his mom or granny. I don't
But
remember.
I'm
No.
saying, I'm just wondering because it was an older lady there, and now his. I just didn't know if it was the same person that we saw that now had the heart attack, or if it's another person that we saw. I mean,
I
a
don't
person that
Younger
we didn't
girls and a
see.
guy at the table. It was
Yeah.
a
It
guy.
was two.
It
It
was
was
two
two
younger
girls.
girls and it. It was
That
two.
girl, that
One was
that
a
that one,
cousin,
that one sitting next to, well, maybe right, the cousin, that's his
mm-mm,
cousin's sister. But sitting
right?
next
And
to
then there
her,
was
she
another
wasn't a
girl,
young. She wasn't young. Right, she wasn't younger.
but she wasn't old enough to be a mom.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I thought she was. I thought she looked like she could have been like his mom, like if she had him, 16 and pregnant, or, a granny. If we, if we keeping
I
it funky.
cannot. I cannot.
But
Oh,
I knew
wow.
the little dude that was sitting there that was quiet. But I like how I like how she, was trying to calm down, and cool,
Hmm.
and then she jumped in his lap. Look at you, and then she
Wait,
jumped in
what's
his
wrong?
lap. We got
I
this.
thought that was nice.
I
How he
thought it
was
was
Well, with her
too.
to
sincere.
say we are going back. We kept saying if I have to go back. No, we are going back. We are a
Yeah.
couple.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Okay, so that's
I
strike
thought
number
she
one.
said that. I thought she said we.
No.
She did. Yes, she did.
Did at the end
Yes,
she
she
did when she
did. She
finally got
did
in his
say
lap.
we.
She said we because
She
I
said
made sure
we.
that we looked into
At
that. Me and
first, she
Kenyon
didn't
both
seem
were
like she
talking
was
about that.
saying it, but then she said it like towards the
She
end.
said
Yeah,
it.
once
Yeah.
She
she got
said
in
it.
his lap, she said we.
Yeah, she said if we,
Mm.
and she said it just as plain as day. She said it's fine. He was like, I'm sorry that I'm messing up the trip. She said it's not no mess up. She said it's fine. If we gotta go back, we gotta go back. It's no big
Mm.
deal. And she
Mm-hmm.
said it just like that and wrote off. If we gotta go back, we
Mm-hmm.
gotta go back.
Mhm.
And
Not
she was comforting him. I thought she did good.
Mm.
I did too.
'Cause I was
Cool.
Okay,
nervous.
Mhm.
Look at Lovey. Why you got
come
that
on,
face?
Lovey. Come on,
Mhm.
come with it.
Mhm.
What is
What?
it?
Yeah, it was cute in the beginning, her consoling session.
Uh-uh.
But then you come and said, "Don't cry."
What's
Why not?
wrong? He was crying. He
Okay.
was
Yeah,
sad.
Why
what's
not?
wrong?
Why not? Why not? Why he can't cry?
Oh, you
Oh my
reaching?
God. Love.
No, I'm
I'm.
not. I don't
Yeah,
like that. Why you
you
telling me
reaching.
Uh-uh.
that don't cry, don't let the water, whatever she said, don't let the
I
tears
think she was
come.
just trying to be comforting because
No,
I liked the way
Yes,
she
no, no,
sat on his
no,
lap.
no,
She rubbed his
no.
head. She was being
Mm-mm,
nice.
mm-mm.
Come
I
on
didn't
now,
yes,
like
Love.
that.
I agree.
Mm-mm. I
Take
didn't
the
like
girl a
that.
See,
break.
girl, I thought I was bad about these boys, honey. You thank God you ain't got no son, baby. 'Cause
Girl,
I'm
shoot.
saying if he's crying over his grandmother, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If this man wants to cry, let him cry.
But you act like she caught him like a punk ass bitch and
She
says, "Bitch
did
up,
let him
man up, nigga,
cry.
man up." You act like she just went bad on him, man up.
Mm-mm.
Real
I didn't
niggas
like
don't
that.
cry. No,
Mm-mm.
she just said,
I didn't
"Oh,
like
don't
that.
cry,
No,
don't cry."
no.
I
If we
think she
gotta go
did
home, we
good.
gotta go
To
home.
me, I even like the way she sat on his lap because she could have
Me
just been
too.
like sitting next to. She could have pulled a Karen and just sat next to him like.
And gave him the church pat, pat, pat.
She could have did that, but she actually
Right,
sat on his lap, was rubbing his head and everything.
right.
I'm
Came,
a
actually
bosom.
came back with
I'm
him and
actually
said,
proud
"You
of her.
good? You good?"
Yeah. I'm actually proud of her because I was nervous when they kept saying how bossy she is. I was nervous that she was gonna pull a Karen on us. So I'm
But
actually
April,
proud of
she's in it. She's in it.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Karen
Okay.
I knew
wasn't
she
in
would
it.
do well.
Yeah.
I mean, I
That's why
still
I'm
love
hoping.
them. I
That's
still
why I'm
love
hoping
them
that
as a couple.
they got fake issues.
Mhm.
Like, you know,
right. You
like
know how
yeah.
them editors be doing.
Mhm.
They
Well,
edit you up to have a problem that you don't really have.
they had to give Woody and Armani
Drama.
a fake issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because couples camp come on today. And I was watching
Yes.
Amani's, she was doing a live. She'd be doing live like crafting stuff. And I was
Mm.
kind of watching her and people was asking her about couples cam and how was it. And it's so funny. I gotta see how they gonna edit couples cam because she was like, I don't really know. She said, all I know, they gave us some cameras and we did a couple of little fun little events. We shot it a couple of times and then we gave it to them and they gonna edit it. She said, so I'm curious to see how it turns out because we didn't really do a whole bunch of nothing. Well, I want to see kind of what it turns out to be.
I think this is when, because like when all those pictures surfaced of the two couples going to Mexico and all that stuff, I think this is part of that.
Because I know they went to Denver. They went to Colorado together for Woody's 31st birthday. They went
Yeah.
and they had like a party bus and all that kind of stuff. I seen those pictures.
And then they're gonna show Greasy, little Greasy pregnant. They're gonna
Who
show
pregnant?
Deanna.
Diana.
Deanna.
Oh,
I
yeah.
cannot.
Mhm.
He's very
They
pregnant.
show her and her husband. I had a different name for him, though. But don't y'all think he looked like that turtle that used to be in the Jet
I
magazine?
like them together.
Jesus.
Oh, I said they cute, but he looked like the little turtle that used to draw and be like, "You want to go to
So
art
I'd say he
school?
looked
Try
like
this
Franklin.
turtle."
Franklin. You know Franklin. Hey,
Oh,
it's
y'all
Franklin.
terrible.
Coming out to play.
Hey, it's Franklin coming over to play. Growing a little every day.
Oh, damn.
Mm.
You do look like Franklin.
I cannot. I
I
cannot. I'm
like
done.
them.
I'm done. I'm done.
I
You know
like
what?
them.
We gonna cut this off right here, right now. But first and foremost, we have to congratulate Ashley and Anthony. They just welcomed their second baby girl today.
Oh yeah, I heard
Yay!
about that.
Congratulations to them.
Anthony is
Hmm.
upset.
Yeah, he the only guy in the house.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Right.
she wants to try again, but he was like, "Nah, I'm
What if
good."
we have
He said,
another girl?
"What if we have another girl?"
That's what he said.
You saw that?
Mhm.
Yeah. He said, "What if we have another girl?" Oh, and they got Shanice and Jephty again on couples camp, and they look like they getting a little better. I don't know what Shanice was doing with that little wiglet on her head, but
Oh
we're gonna
Right.
Lord,
let
here
that
They
we
be
go.
having
go.
their ups
On
and
couples
downs.
cam because some of them were boring, so they can go. So who was on couples cam? Who's on this time?
I
It's
like
all
them
the
Well,
same
I
though.
hope
ones.
Bobby and Danielle are not returning
No, they're
back.
boring, but they're
They
still
Boring.
on
are.
there.
They are
They're
because
still.
she's having
It's
a baby.
everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody's on there. They just added Woody and Amani
and
and Karen and
Miles
Miles.
and Karen. Yeah, everybody's
I
still
think
on
Karen
there.
and Miles are going to be boring because Karen's
I feel
slow
like it's gonna be.
talking
I
self
think they're gonna be cute.
I
The
think
little
they're gonna be
annoying.
previews they
cute
showed
too.
was
I think it's
cute.
gonna be completely fabricated. Some more shit to keep them in the limelight, so they can try to charge you to talk to them.
Yeah,
Period.
I think they're gonna be cute. I think that Bobby, yeah, they were
They
boring.
were boring. They could have
They were
went.
boring, but
Actually,
Well, they
who
on
was the other
because they
little people with the
pregnant.
raggedy house that was working on their little raggedy house? They could have left too, because they got on my nerves too. They were boring.
oh, the other couple,
Chris
that
and
one couple.
Christine,
Mm-hmm.
Christine
Oh
and
no,
What's
I
his
Keith.
name?
like
Christine,
them.
and he
I
could have left
like
too.
them. I
Them.
like them. What about the couple, that one dude that had the white couple? He had a real bad temper, and he was getting mad at the honeymoon. What
They
is
gone.
his
They were
name?
real boring. Oh, I
They
hope
still,
they get
they
Oh
still
no,
on
canceled.
there
AJ and
too.
them. No, remember, I still don't think
They
they even
still
like
on there.
us. They still on there. Her and ain't nobody told gave that girl no microblading gift certificate because
They
her
still on there.
eyebrows. She be killing me,
Cause and he and
Stephanie.
Making
he
up
he
stuff
looked
to
like he
do.
can't
That I
live
don't
without
like
her,
when you
but
got
he
to
got a
make up
short
stuff.
temper.
Yeah,
He got a
he
short
be.
temper, but I'm still surprised that he with her. I swore I thought she was
I
a
thought she
beard.
was
I
gonna leave
promise you,
him.
I thought she was
I
a
thought she was
beard.
gonna leave him
Soft
too.
spoken. And something ain't right. But they were boring too. They had to keep making
Yeah,
up
they were kind
things
of boring, but
to
they
have a
still.
storyline. And I'm like, yeah, I'm hoping they're gone. But
In
I guess we
quarantine
are.
No,
when
they
he
all
didn't
Yeah.
still there.
he
Everybody's
didn't
still
do
there.
his
They just added
passport
them.
and she went to Aruba without his ass.
Yep. He was. He said, "Oh,
I'm
all I
so
wanted
done.
was to have dinner with somebody. Now I'm having dinner by myself again."
I'm so done.
I just hate when they have to make up a storyline. Like when they
Yeah.
were making up things to do. Let's have a water gun fight or whatever the heck they were doing. Let's just
Girl,
have
bye.
a
That's
come on.
basically, to me, that seems what couples camp is gonna be about, because that's the way Amani described it. She was like, when people were asking her on her live, like, what is it?
Hmm.
What are you guys gonna be doing? She was like, "Girl, I don't know. They gave us a camera and we filmed
I
ourselves."
could imagine her saying that, girl.
That's exactly how
I
I
she
don't
said
know.
don't
it.
They
She said,
know
"They
just
gave
what
gave
us a
us a
they
camera and we
did.
filmed
camera.
ourselves doing a couple of things, and we'll see how they edit it." So
Me and Woody just went on
they
vacation
drink a lot
and
too, in my opinion.
Champagne.
girl,
Girl,
right.
all the time.
When they
And Jeffy
Thursday,
argued, so that was normal. Like at least they had some issues to where we
I
could
can't
follow
stand
that.
you.
At least the other little couple that had the baby today, they were getting pregnant and going through their thing, so it wasn't fabricated. Look, the boring people that got pregnant also, at least their
But
stories were real. But when you got to make up stuff like,
The other
oh, we're
couple
gonna have a
had the
Nerf gun
COVID.
fight,
The other
right?
couple
And
Oh
had
Chrissy
yeah,
COVID.
did,
they had the
right? So at
COVID.
least she
Yeah,
had that, So I'm like, yeah, rest of y'all, I don't like when we got to make up a story. And you need to be
they
gone.
still on there, and they moved. Where they moved? They moved from the Bay
Oh,
to
they moved a couple of times.
yeah. They
They
moved.
moved. They moved to San Francisco. Then they moved to. No, they was in Santa
They
Clara.
was at Santa
Then they
Clara. Yeah,
moved to Santa Barbara. I think they're still
that's
in
where they
Santa
are
Barbara
now. Yeah,
now.
that's where they are now.
well,
Santa
they
Barbara.
probably going where the money is.
They still like California. I tell you that much though.
Oh yeah, because she reminds me of a
And
beach
she don't
person,
really work, do
a beach
she? She
bunny.
never really worked. She was
No,
working
she
for
don't
Or
work.
them.
nothing.
She don't know
No,
Mm-mm.
how to
she
be
don't work.
gainfully employed.
He
Beth,
was
Her
clowning
check,
her at
her
first because she
her
was working
check
for her
come from
daddy.
MAFS. Right.
and
That's her check.
her merchandise for
Vanilla.
Uh-oh, what
What's that
Caucasian,
happened
called?
to?
basic Caucasian
Caucasian basic
Oh.
sex.
Caucasian sex.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Well,
Oh my gosh. Whatever. She's still with his ass.
yeah. Well, next
Like
week is
Paige.
is gonna be interesting because
Paige needs some shirts.
right, you just need to come up with a slogan.
No, it's already the guy already got it for her.
Lord Jesus. Okay. Well, I guess on that note, we are done.
God made us do it.
Uh,
Good on paper.
Good on
Oh,
paper.
that would be a good one. Good on paper.
What?
Good on paper.
Somebody reach
I'd
out to Paige.
I'd buy it
Duh.
and put the little bottom of that page.
You ought to put Chris because he's the one who kept saying, I see how they matched us on paper.
Don't give him no credit.
at
Right.
all.
True. True.
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Girl,
mm-mm.
he be
Front.
selling them at his Subway.
Talk about
Oh,
Yes, he
I
would.
can't. I'm not. Thank you everyone for checking us out. Thank you so much for being the best part of this podcast. Definitely share your thoughts on this week's episode. I know you have something to contribute because what you all came with last week, yeah, there was some good pointers, especially the one with the timeline of
oh,
the wedding and the baby and all of that. Yeah, Chris.
mm-mm.
Everybody get your popcorn together. Be ready for Martin Lawrence to come out on stage because it's gonna be another version of Def Comedy Jam where Russell Simmons gonna come out and say, "Thank God, thank y'all for coming out. God, good night and God bless." All right. Definitely continue to keep checking us out right here on YouTube as well as Facebook, Instagram, and Pop Break TV and thepopbreak.com. Thank you, ladies, for another exciting week. See you next week.
Bye.
Ah.